Right, so today we want to do a few more past paper questions. By the way, I thought of doing another maths paper because I know that maybe you are not aware most of the time. What happens is at the end, students have failed maths. Okay, so therefore, let's do one more maths paper also because anyway, now we are officially done with maths. Okay, uh, right, so we'll do the 2020 paper, right? 2020 paper. And if you have any other question from maths, just send me the question number and year number. Okay. Because the more questions you do, the more familiar you are with the type of questions. Okay. Uh, so then when you see the question, you know that I have some experience with this kind of question. Right. So the first one is obviously quadratic equation. By looking at the answers, you know that there no point factorizing. So that means you need to use the formula. Right. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Then x is minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. And also check multiple answers are possible. Yes, multiple answers are possible. That is the first thing you want to do. Okay. Right. So my a is 1, b is minus 1, c is minus 1. So therefore it's not difficult. So therefore minus into minus 1 is plus 1 plus or minus b squared minus 1 squared is 1 minus 4 times a is 1, c is minus 1, that is plus 4 divided by 2 times a, 2. Okay, 2 times a is 2. That is plus minus 1 plus or minus root 5 divided by 2. Now remember that answer is not with root 5. So then of course you don't need to memorize root 5. All of a sudden you need to guess what is root 5. Okay. So then what about 1 point? If it is 1.2, is it closer to 5? Because calculators are not allowed. 2 and 1. No, right? Sorry. It's 2 point something, like because 2 square is 4. Yes, not sorry, 1 point something. It's between 2 and 3. Okay, between 2 and 3. So don't do these kind of questions up front. So just do it last. But I am not in the exam, so that is why I'm doing this. Maybe 2.2, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 8. Now I'll check with the 2. This is 4.84. What I need is 5. I'll check with the 2.3. Is it even closer? 9, 12. That is 5.29. This is 4.84. So that is something like 2.2 and 2.3 because 2.2 is 4.84, right? 2.3 is 3 into 3, 9, 3 into 6, 46, 9, 12, yeah, 5.29. So it must be something like 2.25, somewhere bigger than 2.2, lesser than 2.3. I will say 2.25. Then the answer will be 1 plus, say, 2.25, but they have not taken for the 2 decimal places also, divided by 2, or 1 minus 2.25. Anyway, that is negative number. No negative answers are there. I am not interested in that. Then 2.2 plus 1 is 3.25 divided by 2. 1, 2, 1, 12, 6. Then 1 point something like 1, 1.6 something, right? 1.6 something. So the closest answer I have is 1.6. So therefore I'll go for A. Okay, I'll go for A. Is that the answer? Yes, answer is that, right? So that is the closest answer. Right. Second question, that is very easy. Just you need to simplify this. We have done this kind of question, right? So now when you see this kind of question, you must be already familiar because we have done this kind of question. That is the whole purpose of doing past papers. X plus 1 over x minus 1 over x. I will take x as a common denominator. X plus 1 over x is a common denominator. Then x squared minus 1. So then this become x plus x divided by x squared minus 1. Then x squared minus 1 is common denominator. Then x cubic minus x plus x to x get cancelled. That is x cubed divided by x squared minus 1. So this is the answer, but always double check the other answer because multiple answers are possible. This is x squared minus 1, therefore x squared can't be answered. This is x squared minus 1, this can't be answered. This can't be answered. Now this is x cubed minus 1. Answer is D. Answer is D. Right. So GCD questions is there. Greatest common divisor, of course, you can find this. How to do find the GCD or the LCM? First, find the prime factors. Okay. So there's a question, x has 2 factors in the question 1, so there should be another answer too. But that answer is not there, right? Okay. So the question, read the question, positive solution now, right? So this is a positive solution. Other one is a negative solution. Right, 14. Prime factors, 2 into 7. Yes, 2 into 7, that's it. Those are the prime factors. Then 91. Is it a prime number? 91. I think 91 is a prime number, right? It's not divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's divisible by 7, right? 91. 1, 7, 21, 3. Yeah. So 91, I can write it as 37 into 13. Now I have found the prime factors. And now I need to find the GCD, not the LCM, GCD, greatest common divisor. So GCD is, if it is common only we take, then you take the lower index. So 2 is not common, 13 is not common, 7 is common. So therefore we need to 7. Take the lower one. Of course, always it is 1. So therefore answer is 7. So the biggest value that divide both these numbers is 7 because 14 is divisible by 7, 91 is divisible by 7. No bigger number divides both. Of course, that number can't be bigger than 14 also. So therefore answer is C. Fourth one. The value of log 10, log 2, 8 minus log 4, 16. So 8 I can write as a power of 2. 16 I can write as a power of 4. So therefore it should be very easy question. So I always stick with my basics, the definition. Okay. So 8 is 2 to the power 3 minus log 4. 16 I can write it as a power of 4. 4 to the power 2. So therefore this is 3. Log 10, 3 minus, when you write as power, this is the log value. 3 minus 2 is 1, log 10, 1. Right? Log 10, 1. And 1 can be written as 10 to the power 0. Right? So therefore answer is 0. So the value is 0. Fourth one A. So we have done each and every of these things, right? Fifth one. So only thing is you must have the logical thinking, right? Problem solving attitude. And remember those small things. This is the subject where you need to remember the least. 2 cars A and B which are 100 kilometers apart. I think we did this kind of a question. I mean the question is so A and B, they are 200 kilometers apart. Sorry, 100 kilometers apart. Move towards each other on a straight road. So they are now coming towards each other. A moves at 50 kilometers per hour. B at 100 kilometers per hour. I'm always keeping track of the units, kilometer, hour. Okay. If B starts moving 1 hour after A, so B have started after 1 hour. So that means distance moved by A when they meet. So then during that 1 hour, A has already moved. So therefore, let's calculate how long A has moved during that 1 hour. Right. So S equal UT. A's V starts moving up 1 hour after A. Yeah, A's speed is 50. 1 hour to hour get cancelled. So A has already moved 50 kilometers. Right. So during that 1 hour, now A is here. A is here going at 50 kilometers per hour. A has already traveled 50 kilometers. So now only 50 kilometers more to go. Okay. Now only B start. And now let's assume somewhere here A and B meets. Right. Somewhere here A and B meets. Let's call that T. So during that time, A has traveled 50t. 50t. T is in hours. B has traveled 100t. And when you add it, it must be 50 because all the 50 kilometers they have traveled, there's another 50 kilometers. When you add it, it must be another 50 kilometers. 50. So then I can find T. 150t is 50. So therefore T must be 1/3. Okay, 1/3. 1/3 hours. Okay. So the question is distance moved by A when they meet. When they meet. So this is A. Now A has traveled further 50 into, because S equal UT, 1/3. 1/3 kilometers. And he has already traveled 50 kilometers. So therefore 50 plus during this time A has traveled another, because it's 1/3 of our 50 plus into 1/3. So the answer is, if you take 3 as common denominator, 50 into 3 is 150. 200 divided by 3 kilometers. 200 divided by 3 kilometers. Answer is B. Right. So the sixth one, the solution to the equation. This is again a typical question, model question. Okay. That is why I'm doing this paper. So when you see this kind of a question, your target is try to take it into the same base. So then when base is the same, you can equalize the, when we have something like x to the power m equal x to the power n, you can say m equal n. And also if you see something like x to the power m equal y to the power m, now the indices are same, so then you can say x equal y. So those are the things you can do. It's pure logical. So therefore, I try to take it into the same base. So 8 I can write as a power of 2, 4 I can write as a power of 2. So therefore, let's do that. 2 to the power 4, sorry, 2 to the power 3 is 8 to the power x minus 1. I am not violating any rules. I am only using valid rules. So that is why when someone is good at maths, so that guy is very disciplined. That guy only use valid things, legal things. That guy is a logical thinker. That guy is a problem solver. So that is why we are looking for math, some people who are good at maths. Okay. Right. 2 to the power 3 to the power x minus 1. By the way, now we have at least in the first time in the history, we have someone who has done A-level maths in presidents. Okay. I don't know, right? At least in the history of Sri Lankan politics, so far what we had is those who have done arts, mostly those who have done arts in becoming presidents. But for the first time in the history, someone who has done maths is in the president. Let's see මිනිහා වැඩේ කයිද නැද්ද කියලා බලාගෙන ඉන්න. හරි. maths කරා කියලා මිනිස්සු හොඳයි කියලා කතන්දරයක් නැහැ. නමුත් අඩු ගානේ මිනිහාගේ logical thinking එක චුට්ටක් හරි වැඩි ඇති. හරි. චුට්ටක් හරි වැඩි ඇති කියලා හිතනවා. හරි. හැබැයි maths කරා පරිදි මිනිස්සු හොඳ වෙනවා නරක වෙනවා කතාවක් නැහැ. හරි. පෞල් පසුබිම සංස්කෘතිය ඔක්කොම බලපහම. හරි. එහෙම කෙනෙක්ට මොනවද කරන්න කියලා බලමුකෝ. නැවත උපරිමයටම නායක. හැබැයි හරි. ඊට කලින් තමයි එක්කෙනෙක් ආව මතකයි නේද? UCSC එකේ MSc එකක් කරා කියලා. UCSC එකේ MSc එකක් කරා පරිගණක විද්‍යාව ජොබ් එකක් කර කර හිටිය ඇමරිකාවේ කියලා තමයි එක්කෙනෙක් ආවේ. හැබැයි ඇවිල්ලා කුටිත් කාලා තමයි ගියේ. තාපොඩි මැරුණොත් කනවා. හරි. Right. So 2 to the power 3 to the power x minus 1 into 2 to the power 4x minus 11. But by the way, anyway, if you are logical thinker, that is always good for you. No, it is not going to be something bad for you. And 2 to the power 2 to the power 7. So now I have 2 to the power 3x minus 3, and it's a multiplication so that I can add the indices. 4x minus 11 equal 2 to the power 14. Now I can simplify this. 3x plus 4x is 2 to the power 7x minus 15 equal 2 to the power 14. So now when the bases are the same, indices must be the same. 7x minus 15 equal 14. 7x equal 15 plus 14. It can't be. Paradati namak koyad. Dashaminda mein. 8 is 2 to the power 3. Right. 2 to the power x minus 1. 2 to the power 4x minus 11. 2 to the power 2 to the power 7. This is 6x. Oh, this is 6x, right? 3x minus 3, correct. Plus 4x minus 11 equal 2 to the power 14. 3x plus 4x is 7x. Minus 11 minus 3. Minus 4. Minus 14. Minus 11 minus 3 is minus 14. Equal 14. So then 7x is 28. X is 4. So x is 4, right? Answer must be B. Right? Answer must be B. Sixth question. Yes, answer is B. Seventh question. Currently, the price of pair of shocks is rupees 250, while the price of scarf is rupees 300. If you don't know what is scarf, don't worry. මේ shocks ගැන කතා කරනවා නම් ඔය socks වගේ තව මොනවා හරි මගුලක් වෙන්න ඇති. ඒක ගාට අදාළ නැහැ. ඔයාලකින් ගාන හදාගන්න. හරි. නෙගටිව් මයින්ඩඩ් අය තමයි අනේ මට මේක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ, අරක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ, අනිත් එක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. පොසිටිව් මයින්ඩඩ් අය තීන රිසෝසස් වලින් සීමිත සම්පත් වලින් උපරිමය කරලා යනවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ බලන්නේ පොසිටිව් විදියට හැම දෙයක් දෙයක්. Currently, the price of pair of socks is rupees 250. Right, socks 50, and scarf 350. The price of pair of socks rises by 5%. So take the question to your world. This is my world. This is examiner's world. Whereas the price of scarf drops by 10%. Now I can calculate the new prices. What is the change in cost of consumer who buys one pair of socks and scarf? Okay. So what is the current cost for the customer if one each is bought? 350 plus 250, 0, 0, 600. Now I can calculate after price change the new prices. 250 minus 250 into 5% or 95%. That is 250 minus 12.5. Okay. Yeah. That is 250 minus 12.5. 10 minus 5, 5. 9 minus 2, 7. 4 minus 1, 3. 237.5. Okay. 237.5. So new price here is 237.5 after 5% drop. Here 10% means out of 350, you get 35. 10% is 35 rupees. So therefore new price is 350 this increase, sorry. This increase. So therefore 250 plus 12.5 is 262.5. 262.5. Because it's increase. Here decrease. So 350 minus 35. 10 minus 5, 5. 4 minus 3 is 1. 350. Okay, so this also take time. So don't do this kind of questions upfront. Upfront karanna yanna epa. මොකද මේ 105 තමයි වැඩි. සවත් කචල්ලුනේ. Right. So then the total cost is say 0.5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 plus 2 is 5. 577.5. So the new price. Okay. So it's not increase. Right? It's a reduction. Now at least I know that it's a reduction because this is less. So what is the difference? So the difference is 600 minus 577.5. That is, say, 600 minus 577.5. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 7 is 2. Yeah, 22.5. Right? Difference is 22.5. But what we need is percentage. Right? So percentage for initial 600, 22.5. For 600, because percentage is for the original value. If when the original value is 600, the change is 22.5. But what we need is for 100. If original was 100, that is called percentage. What is this value? It's a percent ratio now. Right? So therefore 600 divided by 100, or I can say x divided by 22.5 equal 100 divided by 600. That is 6. 22.5 divided by 6. Okay. 22.5 divided by 6. 22.5 divided by 6. 318, 45, 742, 30, it's 5, 3.75%. Reduction of 3.75%. Answer is A. Answer is A. There's another one. Right. I did not check the other answers, right? That is the mistake I took. I did, okay? Total cost reduction of rupees 282.5. Yes. The total cost reduction was 22.5. Percentage is 3.75. You can see I lost one. I get only plus half mark for this because I have marked only one. There are two correct answers. Okay. Right. 8. Mary bought items X and Y for rupees 200 and 225 respectively. X and Y, 200, 225 respectively. She sold X for 350. X for 300, X for 250 and Y for 275. Which of the following is true? Percentage profit of X is less, percentage profit of Y is more. Both the items give the same percentage, and it's all about percentages. Profit percentage. So what is the profit here? Profit is 50. Here profit is again 50. Okay, profit is 50. Now what is the profit percentage here? Profit percentage is profit divided by unit cost. Sorry, profit divided by cost, that is profit per unit cost, into 100. That is profit percentage means profit per 100 unit cost. So therefore profit percentage is profit divided by cost into 100. Here also profit divided by cost. This is the original cost. Okay. Into 100. Those are the percentages. So this is 25%. This is 5, 10, 5, 4, 20, 45. Again 2, 9, 200 divided by 9. 218, 218, that is 22.2. 22.2222. Right. So now we have now we can look at the answers. Percentage profits are not comparable. Is Wrong anyway. Both give the same percentage is wrong. X gives 25% profit. This is my X. Yes, 25% profit. Correct. Percentage profit of Y is less than percentage profit of Y is less than X because X is 25, Y percentage is 22. Yes, Y is less. So therefore, I'll go for A. This is then wrong. A and D. A and D. A and D. Okay. Right. Ninth question. A cylinder of radius 5 centimeter holds water to height of 10 centimeter. We did this kind of a question in the class. Okay. Cylinder. Cylinder of 5 centimeters radius. R is 5 centimeter. Water to height of 10 centimeter. So let's say height of 10 centimeter. Cylinder is emptied by pouring all the water into right circular conical vessel. Right. So let's say it's something like this. Right circular conical vessel. Radius 10 centimeter. So its radius, let's say R2 is 10 centimeter. So let's call this R1, otherwise we get confused. Then the height of the water in the conical vessel will be. So let's say water is filled up to this. Okay, 10 centimeter. Right circular conical vessel of 10 centimeter. Then the height of the water in the conical vessel will be. That is confusing question, right? Of course, I can say this volume must be equal to this volume. Into a right circular conical vessel of radius centimeter, then the height of the water in the conical vessel will be height of the water. Now the question has bit of issue. Can someone detect the problem with this question? Actually, this question is poorly worded. Actually, this question is incomplete. So we can do this question only if, right? Only if the question says this conical vessel is fully filled or filled up to 10 centimeter radius, but that is not what the question says. It just say right circular conical vessel of 10 centimeter radius. So I can do this only if this water has filled entire vessel. Otherwise, I can't do. Not only I can't do, no one can do. So I think the examiner has really messed the wording. So let's assume, because otherwise I can't do this. Let's assume when you fill this water to this one, it has filled entire conical vessel. Otherwise, I can't do this. Okay. Now I can do it. Of course, that is examiner's mistake. And so then I will equate this volume with this volume. Okay. And assume this is H, and that is what I want to find. So this volume is 5 R squared into this height. R is 5 squared into this height, 10 centimeter, all are in centimeters, equal. Then this volume, assume that this is fully filled. Otherwise, I can't do this question. Not other, I can't, no one can do this question. That is 1/3 of 5R squared H. That is volume of cone. 1/3 of 5R. I assume water has fully filled this one. 5, 10 squared. 10 squared, this is 16. Uh, H is what I want to find. Okay. So 5 to 5 get cancelled. This 5 squared is 5. 10 is 5 into 2. 10 is 5 into 2. Okay. Then this is 2 squared. Okay. So then H is 3 divided by, sorry, 3 into 16 divided by 4. That is 4. 4 into 3 is 12. Oh, I don't have 12. So again, let's do 5R squared. Okay, let me do it again. I think I made a mistake somewhere. Let's write it a little bit clearly. 5 R is 5 squared into 10 equal 1/3 of pi. Let's assume r is 10. Okay. Radius 10. H, I want to find H. Okay. 5 to 5 get cancelled. So this is 5. 5 to 5 get cancelled. This is 10 squared, right? 10 squared. Okay, let's do it like this. H equal 5 into 5 into 10 into 3 divided by 10, 10 into 10. Okay, so this 10 get cancelled. 5, 2, then 15 divided by, yes, 5 into 3 is 15 divided by 2, 7.5 centimeter. So answer is A. Earlier I made a mistake, okay? 7.5 centimeter, answer is A. Yes, okay, fine. So again, the examiner has missed the question. The examiner should have worded it as into a right circular conical, fully filled into a right circular conical vessel of 10 centimeter. Or he should have mentioned is filled into a right circular vessel up to the radius of 10 centimeter. Radius එක 10 centimeter වෙනකන් උසට තමයි මේක පිටුන කියලා කියනවා. නමුත් ප්‍රශ්නෙත් දීලා තියෙච්ච විදිය වැරදි අතරම. මේක ඇත්තටම හරිනම් ඔක්කොම ලකුණු දෙන්න හැමෝටම ලකුණු දෙන්න ඕනේ මේ question එක. එහෙම කළත් නැහැ. හරි එහෙම කළත් නැහැ ඒකත් වැරදි හැබැයි. Yeah. Well, anyways, there's a error in the question. Right, so this one is not in new syllabus. Right, 12th question. ABCD is a rhombus of side 10 centimeter whose diagonals. Now remember, rhombus is a special parallelogram. Special parallelogram where all sides have the equal length. Another important property of rhombus is these hypotenuse cross 90 degrees. So you must remember, I explained all those things in the class. Rhombus of side 10 centimeter whose diagonals are in the ratio 1 to 2. Diagonals ratio එක කීයද 1 to 2. Diagonals කියන්නේ මෙයා. හරි? 1 to 2 කියන්නේ මෙයා 2x නම් මෙයා 4x. Okay? 1 to 2 නේ. So then if this is 2x, x, this is 4x, that means 2x, 2x. 1 to 2 වෙනකොට ඒ කියන්නේ 2x මේක 4x. අපි ලේසි වෙන එකට භාගය දෙන්න නැති. Smaller diagonal length is now because this is a rectangular triangle, I can apply the Pythagoras theorem to find x. X squared plus 2x squared equal 10. Okay, sorry, 10 squared. X squared plus 2x, 2x squared is 4x squared, 4x squared plus x squared is 5x squared equal 100. X squared is 20. So therefore x is root 20. So the question is, smaller diagonal is 2x, right? 2x. 2x means 2 root 20. But there's no 2 root 20 here, but I can write 20 as 5 into 4. 2 times 5 into 4 root. That is 2 times root 5 into root 4. Root 4 is 2. That is 4 root 5. Right. Answer is B. B. Okay. Right. So just stick with the basics. මේ කිසිම දෙයකට අලුත් කිසිම දෙයක් දාන්න නැහැ හරි. දැන් මේ අද දවස් ඇතුළත මම කිසිම ඔයගලන්ට කරපු නැති තියරි එක මුකුත් හැමෙන්නේ නැහැ. මැත්ස් පේපර්ස් වල ඒක තමයි කතන්දරේ. මැත්ස් පේපර්ස් වල හැමතිස්සෙම සිලබස් එක ඇතුලේ ඒගොල්ලෝ ක්වෙස්චන් අහන්න ඕනේ. නැත්නම් අසාධාරණයි. චැලෙන්ජ් කරන්න එන්නේ. right? So මැත්ස් පේපර් එක හදන එක්කෙනා කරන්නේ ඔයාලට චැලෙන්ජ් කරනවා. චැලෙන්ජ් කරනවා නම් එයා සිලබස් එක ඇතුලේ ඉඳලා චැලෙන්ජ් කරනවා. නැත්නම් අසාධාරණයි. Okay? Right. 13th question. Tan x equal k, then sin squared x cos squared x equal to. So that is another typical question, right? So this is how you do this kind of question. So just draw a rectangular triangle and assume this is my x. If tan x is this divided by this, That is tan, right? Opposite divided by base. So if tan x is k, we can say this is k divided by 1. K divided by 1 is k, right? So then this, if this length is k, this length is 1. Now using Pythagoras theorem, I can find this length. That is k squared plus 1 squared is 1, right? It's square root. Okay. K squared plus 1, 1 squared is 1, it's square root. Now I can find sine x because I need sine squared x and cos squared x. Sine x is this divided by this, k divided by k squared plus 1 square root. Then I need cos x, this 1 divided by this sucker bucket. What I need is sine squared x into cos squared x. Sine squared x is k squared divided by the square root, get lost. K squared plus 1 into cos squared x. 1 squared is 1 divided by the square root, get eliminated. So the final answer is k squared divided by k squared plus 1 square. K squared divided by k squared plus 1 is 1 plus k squared. This is answer. This is not answer. This is not answer. This is not answer. This is not answer. Answer is A. Answer is A. Okay. Right. 14 question. Right. So this is another typical question, right? Like your O-level paper. You want to find C. You want to isolate C. So if I want to isolate C, first I want to get rid of this. How to get rid of this? You know that if when you have an equation, I can raise it to any power, both sides. If x is y, we know that x to the power n is y to the power n. Therefore, I raise it to third power so that I can get rid of this. Because with power, I'm not going to get the answer, right? Therefore, n cube equal 4 times a plus c to the c divided by 3 to the power 1/3. It's third power, right? So that means n cube equal ab to the power n is a to the power n, b to the power n. So therefore, this is 4 to the power 3. This 3 into 1/3 to the power to the third 3 is cross multiplication. 3 to 3 get cancelled out. That is a plus c divided by 3. Right now I want to isolate c. I will say a plus c divided by 3 is n divided by 4 to the power 3 or n cube divided by 4 to the power 3. Now I want to isolate c, so therefore I'll take a other side. C divided by 3 is n cube divided by 4 to the power 3 minus a. Minus a. Then look at the answers also. You can see 3 is outside. Yes, you need to multiply by 3. That is fine. So therefore, I'll say C equal 3 times n cube divided by 4 to the power 3 minus a. Do we have that answer? N cube divided by 4 to the power 3 is 64. 0.4 is 16. 16 into 4 is 64. Minus, not a cube. It must be a. So therefore, this is not answer. N cube divided by 64 minus a. This is an answer. N cube divided by not 4, it must be 16. Sorry, 64. Not divided by 4, it must be 64. This is n divided by 4. No, it can't be. It can't be. So the answer must be D. I always check because I want to get 100 out of 100. Now, when I go for maths paper, my mindset is getting 100 out of 100. When I go for a programming paper, computer system paper, my mindset is getting A plus. But for maths paper, of course, getting 100 out of 100. That is my attitude. Right? Because A plus is not good, of course. But you get is A plus. You can't see whether it's 100 or not. But At least examiners should know that I got 100 out of 100. Okay, because maths is formal science subject. In formal science subject, you can get 100 out of 100. Okay, but I am not that attitude when we are doing information system, because I know that those are opinionated. Examiner ගේ opinion එකට මගේ opinion එක set වෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒවා එහෙම තමයි. එතකොට මම යන්නේ CNC එක ගන්න. හැබැයි ඒත් මම පුළුවන් තරම් examiner ගේ opinion එක පැත්තට ලං කරලා A+ එකක් ගන්න try එකක් දාන උඩරින්. හැබැයි ඒක මට A+ එකක් නැතත් සමහරවිට ලොකු දුකක් නෑ. මම දන්නවා අයියෝ ඔය opinionated question නේ. එයාගේ අදහසුයි මගේ අදහසුයි set වෙලා නැහැ. එහෙම question තියෙනවා. හරි. But not for maths. Maths fail නොත් 100%ක් මම වගකීම් මම බාර ගන්නවා. 100%ක්. හරි. maths එකට 100ක් නැත්තම් හැම තරදින හැම question එකකම වගකීම් බාර ගන්නවා. 15 question. 15 question. Two similar closed water tanks have their areas in ratio 4 to 9. Then their capacities are in the ratio. So you have some sort of a shape, we don't care. Their areas in 4 to 9. If this is 4x, this is 9x. Okay. So then we need to assume that these are regular. Right? Have this told that is regular? No, right? That is another small mistake by the examiner. Examiner should have mentioned this is not like or no whatever, it's regular. Same cross section is to a particular height. Same cross section is for the particular height. Okay. Then only we can do this. Then capacities are, if this height is x, sorry, if this height is two similar closed water tanks. So then we need to assume again, because it says two similar, probably height is the same. Height එක සමාන වෙනවා. මේ height එක සමානයි කියන්නේ නැතුව මේ similar කියපු එක වැරදි. එලිම කියන්න දෙනවා height එක සමානයි කියලා. height එක සමාන නැත්නම් මේ ගාන හදන්න බෑ. Right? හදන්න බෑ. Okay, so therefore let's say this height is h, this height is also h. Okay. Then the capacity is in the ratio. The capacity here is 4x into h. Okay, මොකද radius එක මොකද නෙමෙයි මේ දීලා තියෙන්නේ. Areas නේ. Okay. 4x into h. This one is, let's call it a and b. Right. අපි මේක a and b කියලා කියමු. අපෙන් අහන්නේ capacities are in the ratio. Capacity ratio ගැන අහන්නේ. Okay, අපි කියමු මෙයා a කියලා. And this is b. මෙයාගේ. Right. So then this capacity is ah, this capacity is bh. What we need is capacities are in the ratio, that is 4h to bh. 4h to bh. Sorry, 4h ah to bh. Ah to bh. And we know that this a to b is 4 to 9. Right? A to b can be either 4 to 9. If a to b is 4 to 9, ah to bh must be also 4 to 9. එහෙනම් capacities තියෙනවා කොහොමද? 4 to 9 වලටම තමයි. මොකද මේවා regular height එකම height කියලා assume කරා හැබැයි එකම height කියලා කියලා නැහැ. එකම height කියලා කියලා නැහැ. එකම height කියලා assume නොකර මේ ගාන හදන්න බෑ. මොකද මෙයා වෙන උස වෙලා මෙයා පොඩ්ඩක් උස වුණොත් මේ ගාන හදන්න බෑ. So therefore assume this is a regular shape. That is, this regular shape goes to a h height. And then if the areas are 4 to 9, your volumes are also 4 to 9. Okay, I'll go for 4 to 9. Again, question එක හරියට උත්තර ප්‍රශ්නය අහලා නම් නැත. Okay, I'll go for A. Oh, it is B. How comes that? හරි. question එකේ වැරද්දක් තියෙනවා. question එකේ කියලා නෑ. මම හිතන්නේ මේ question එක assume කරලා දෙන්න මට මේ කලින් අවුරුද්දකට මේ question එක හම්බුණා. ඒතකොට student කෙනෙක් කොහොම මේ question එක assume කරලා දිනවා කියලා cube හරි මොනවා හරි කියලා. cube එකක් හරි මොනවා හරි කියලා. එතකොට මේ උත්තරේ එනවා කියලා. හරි? අපි එහෙම කරලා බලමු. මේ question එකේ වැරද්දක් තියෙනවා. ඒක අපේ වැරද්දක් නෙමෙයි. හරි. මේ කොහෙවත් කියලා නැහැ හැඩේ මොකද්ද කියලා. හරි. කොහෙවත් කියලා නැහැ. මම assume කරන්න හැදුවේ height එක සමානයි කියලා. නමුත් මට මතකයි කවුරු හරි ස්ටුඩන්ට් කෙනෙක් කිව්වා එයා මේක cube එකක් කියලා ගත්තට පස්සේ උත්තර ආවා කියලා. හැබැයි cube එකක් කියලා කොහෙවත් කියලා නැහැ. නිකමට බලමු. නැත්නම් නිකමට බලන්න දෙයක් නැහැ මේ question එක වැරදියා. question එක incomplete. අපි නිකමට හිතමු මේ cube එකක් කියලා. This is also cube. Then this is A. This is B. Okay, B. So then this is A squared. This is B squared. Okay. Then A squared to B squared is, or A squared divided by B squared is 4 divided by 9. What we need is A cube. This volume is A cube. හැබැයි මම මේ cube එකක් කියලා assume කළා. මට මතකයි ස්ටුඩන්ට් කෙනෙක් මෙහෙම කතන්දරයක් කිව්වා. මට හරියට මතක නැහැ හැබැයි. Then it is A cube. This is B cube. Right. So then the capacities are in the ratio A cube to B cube. Right. A cube to B cube. බලන්න මෙහෙම කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා මට ෂුවර් නෑ. Then A divided by B squared is 2 divided by 3 squared. හරි නේද? 2. So then A divided by B is 2 divided by 3. A divided by B is 2 divided by 3. But what we need is A cube to B cube. That is A divided by B to the cube. We know that A divided by B is 2 divided by 3. Therefore, this is 2 divided by 3 to the cube. That is 2 to the power 3 is 8. Divided by 3 to the power 3 is 27. තේනවා. තුන පාරක් වැඩි කරාම 27යි. 8 බෙදීම 27යි. ස්ටුඩන්ට් කෙනෙක් තමයි එක දවසක් කිව්වේ එයා try කළා එක එක විදියට දාලා. හරි. මේ question එක වෙන්න ඕන මොකද්ද? Two similar cubic water tanks. Cubic කියන්නේ අපිට මොකක් අංජනම් බලන්න බෑනේ. අපේ ස්ටුඩන්ට් කෙනෙක් අංජනම බලලා හොයාගෙන තිබුණා. හරි. මේක cubic වෙන්න ඕන කියලා. ඔහොම උත්තරේ එන්න නම්. Right. So the question should have been, now do the question with additional point, two similar cubic closed water tanks. Okay. And then right. So then you will get the answer as 8 to 27. Okay. Right. So it's anyway, there's something wrong with the question. උත්තර හොයාගන්න බැරිනොත් කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. හරි. Because the question is not completed. Okay. But now you should be able to find it if you have two similar cubic closed water tanks. And then of course the answer is 8 to 27. Okay. 16th question. Rupees X invested at compound interest of 10%. Compound interest formula මතක තියෙන්න ඕන. Accrued value is principal into 1 plus මට නම් මතක ඉන්නෙම නෑ. හරි. ඔබන් compound interest මේක per annum. Yes, per annum. The page R divided by 100 to the power t. R divided by 100 to the power t. Okay, මතක තියාගෙන යන්න. Right. If X is invested, principal is X. Okay. X 10% per annum. R is 0.1. Sorry, 10, not 0.1, 10. For 3 years, yield the same amount when it is invested at simple interest R for 4 years. Right. So So make sure you mute your microphone, okay? So I mute everyone again because otherwise we can hear the background. Right. So X is invested, yes, principal is X, at a compound interest of 10% per annum for 3 years, yield the same amount when it is invested at simple interest R for 4 years. Then the value of R to two significant figures is, okay? So that means the same amount, right? Yeah, same amount. Yes. So therefore, for the first investment, accrued value is X times 1 plus 10 divided by 100 to the power 3. To the power 3. Okay. So that is accrued value. Second investment, it's simple interest, I equal PTR divided by 100. So then interest is same value is invested. So therefore X I can use. P time is 4 years for interest rate of R divided by 100. Okay, divided by 100. Now here what we get is accrued value. Accrued value is principal plus interest. So therefore we need to equate the two interest values. So therefore this minus X equal to this, then X will cancel out. Okay. This, okay, let's simplify this. 0 to 0 get cancelled. Accrued value is X times 0 to 0 get cancelled. Then we have 1 over 10, 0.1. 1 divided by 10 is 0.1. 1.1 to the power 3. Okay, 1.1 to the power 3. So the interest here is 1.1 to the power 3x minus x. Here interest is this. And those two interest values are the same. Right? Same amount. Yield the same amount means get the same interest. So these two interests are the same. So therefore I can write 1.1 to the power 3 x minus x equal, this is 25. Okay, 25. 1 over 25. That is x r divided by 25. Now x get cancelled. What I need is r. Okay, so therefore r is 25 times 1.1 cube minus 1 because I took x out. And what is that value? 1.1 into 1.1 into 1.1. 1.1 into 1.1 is 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 1. That is 1.21. Again, I need to multiply it by 1.1. That is 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 3, 3, 1. 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. 1.331. Okay, 1.331. That is 25 into 1.331 minus 1 is 0.331, right? 0.331. What is this value? 55 into 1 is, let's simplify this. 0.331 into 25. 25 into 1 is, okay, 5 into 1 is, okay, let's say 25 into 1 is 25. Sorry, let's multiply separately. 5 into 1 is 5. 5 into 3 is 15. 1. 5 into 3 is 15 plus 1, 16. And 2 into 1 is 2. 2 into 3 is 6. 2 into 3 is 6. 5, 7, 12, 8. 3 decimal places. 8.275. Two significant figures. Two significant figures means this much. So then 7 is bigger than 5, 8.3. Answer is C. We discussed about what is significant points. Okay, it's not new for you. ඒකත් new නෑ. හරි significant point කියන්නේ මොනවද කියලා අපි කතා කරා. 16 C. Yes. 17, 18, 19 out of new syllabus. Right, 20. So this is another typical question. මේ જાති question ආයෙ ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා paper එකේ. So your task is write left hand side also as power of 2s, 3s and x. So then you can equate power of 2s with power of 2s, power of 3s with power of 3s and so on. Simple as that. Okay. So therefore keep simplifying this so that you get only 2s, 3s and x. Okay. Right. So 36 to the power 2 is, I will write 36 into 36 because then I can simplify it with 8. Then x to the power 4 to the power 2 is x to the power 8 divided by, this is 8x square into 3x. 3x. And I can simplify now 4 to, sorry, 36 is there. Two, 9, right? 9. Then this one, 1, 1, 18. 18. So then this 3, 3. Okay. So that is 18 into 3, 3 into 18. This x squared and x is x to the power 3. Here x to the power 5 equal 2 to the power a, 3 to the power b, x to the power c. Okay. Now I don't need 18. Okay. So this is fine because this is power of 3. Then 18 I can write 9 into 2. 9 into 2 is 18. Okay. And 9 is 3 to the power 2 into 2. So therefore 18 I can write 3 into 3 to the power 2 into 2 x to the power 5 equal this. So that means 3 to the power 3, 2 x to the power 5 is this. So therefore 2 to the power a, then this is 1. So therefore a is 1. Then 3 to the power b, that is 3. X to the power c, so c must be 5. So the triplets values or triad values are 1, 3, 5 in that order. Okay, 1, 3, 5. So answer is D. Answer is D. Okay. (21). So you get rid of the log here. When you get rid of the log, you can write 2 minus 3x equal 5 to the power 3. 2 minus 3x equal 5 into 5 is 25. 25 into 5 is 125. So therefore 3x is 120. I take 3x that side and 125 this side. That is minus 125 plus 2 is minus 123. Okay. No, minus 100. 5 to the power 3. 5 into 5 is 25. 25 into 5. Yeah, correct. Yeah, 3x is minus 125 plus 2 is minus 123. මේ උත්තර නැහැ. උත්තර නැහැ නේද? 3x is minus 125 plus 2. It's minus 123. බෙදනවා නේද? Minus 41. Yes. But, yes. Minus 41. Right. Answer is D. 21 answer is D. Yes, answer is D. Okay. 22. So factorize this. Okay, factorize this. So it's another type of question. We did this kind of questions in the class. Right. Definitely you should be able to factorize by looking at the answers. X squared minus 6 is this plus 4 you can take to the other side also, or you can take this minus 4 to this side. Yes. Let's take this minus 4 to this side. X squared minus 4x, 6x. Then minus 4 become plus 4, plus 8 greater than 0. Okay. Now factorize this. When you multiply, you must get 8. When you simplify, you must get minus 6. What are those numbers? When you multiply, or when you simplify, you must get minus 6. When you multiply, you must get plus 8. That is minus 4 and minus 2. Minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. Minus 4 into minus 2 is plus 8. So therefore, x squared minus 4x minus 2x. I'm not changing anything because minus 4x minus 2x is minus 6x plus 8 greater than 0. Now I can simplify like this. X out, x minus 4 minus 2 out, x minus 4 greater than 0. X minus 4 into x minus 2 is greater than 0. When you have multiplication greater than 0, either both must be positive or both must be negative. So pure logical thinking. So one possibility is x minus 4 greater than 0 and x minus 2 greater than 0. Or both are negative is also possible. X minus 4 less than 0 and x minus 2 less than 0. From this we get x greater than 4 and x greater than 2. When we say x must be greater than 4 and greater than 2, that means x must be greater than 2 as well as greater than 4. So දෙකම වෙනවා කියන්නේ greater than 4. So දෙකම වෙන්න ඕනේ කියන්නේ greater than 4. Therefore from here we get x must be greater than 4. Or here we get x must be less than 4 and x must be less than 2. දෙකට වඩා කුඩා වෙන්නත් ඕන, හතරට වඩා කුඩා වෙන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? දෙකට වඩා කුඩා වෙන්න. Here we get x must be less than 2. These are the two answers. O separated by O. Right? X must be greater than 4 and වෙන්න බෑ. X must be greater than 4 or x must be less than 2. Yes. O එකේදී දෙපැත්තම ආවනට කමක් නැහැ. Answer is C. So E. Pure logical thinking. And එක ගැන O එක ගැන ලොකුයි කියන්නේ මොනවද? පොඩි කුඩායි කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? හරි. ඕවා තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් IT නෙමෙයි මෙලොව මගුලක් කරගන්න බෑ නේද? ලොකුයි පොඩි කියන්නේ තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් n සහ O තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් මුකුත් කරන්න බෑ. මේ බලන්නේ ආවේ බේසික් ස්කිල්ස් තියෙනවා කියලා. බේසික් ස්කිල් නැත්නම් කියනවා ටටා බයි බයි ඔයා ඉන්න. hand එකවත් තේරෙන්නේ නැතුවට IT කරන්න බෑ කියලා. හරි. නම්බර් දෙකක් අතර තියෙන ලොකුයි පොඩි කියන එක තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් හරි චූටි බබාලාට මෙතනින් එහාට යන්න බෑ කියලා. මොකද මේ වගකීම් දෙන්න හදන්නේ. මිනිස් ශිෂ්ටාචාරය ගොඩනගන්න හදන්නේ තොරතුරු යුගයට. ඕගොල්ලෝ තමයි නේද? දැන් මීට අවුරුදු 3කට කලින් කවුරුත් කතා කරේ නෑනේ. AI ගැන නේද? ජෙනරටිව් AI ගැන. මීට අවුරුදු 3කට කලින් මම chat GPT එකෙන් අහන්නේ නෑනේ මොකද? Google search එකක් දාන්න. හරි. අපි පොඩි කාලේ අපි ඉස්කෝලේ යන කාලේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් වුණාම ලයිබ්‍රරි එකේ පොත රිසර්ව් කරලා පොත එනකම් බලන් ඉන්නවා. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ පෝස්ට් කාඩ් එකක් ගෙදරට එනවා ඔන්න පොත ආවා කියලා. ඒ දවස්වල ඉන්ටර්නෙට් නැහැ. ඒ දවස්වල මොන ඉන්ටර්නෙට්ද? කරුණ තේරුම් ගන්න පොත ලයිබ්‍රරි එකට යනකම් ඉන්නවා. දැන් එහෙම නැහැනේ. කරුණ තේරුම් ගන්න ඔයාලට ටක් ගාලා සර්ච් කරා ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකේ ගහුවා. ඒ දවස්වල Google search දැන් chat GPT. කවුද මේව හැදුවේ? මේ හැදුවේ ඉංජිනේරුවෝ. ඒත් ඔයාලට එහෙම අලුත් දේවල් හදන කෙනෙක් වෙන්න ඕන නම් ඔයා බබා හොගුන් වෙන්න බෑ මේක. එකට වඩා දෙක ලොකු විදිහට තේරෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න බෑ. හරි? Right. 23. Anyway, it's a sequence and series question, so therefore let's not do it because it's not in your syllabus. Okay. ඕන මේක කරමු විදිහට ගන්න. ඒකට මතක තියෙනවනේ. හැබැයි සමගාමී මේ so just remember the equations of arithmetic sequence and geometric sequence. ඕක අහන්න ඉඩ තියෙනවා. මොකද ඒක common sense කියලා ඉතල ඇහුවොත් එහෙම නේද? අපි ඒක මේක කරමු ටක් ගන්න. නෑ මේක ටිකක් advanced question එකක් ගන්න. මොකද infinite terms තියෙනවානේ. So let's not do this. හරි මම මේක mark කරන්න දීච්ච question එක මට අමතක කරලා mark කරන්න. හරි. This is out of syllabus question. Okay. Right, 24. X squared minus 4x minus 1 is absolute value equal 4 where x is greater than 0, then the value of x are on next වෙන්න පුළුවන් values කීපයක් දීලා තියෙනවා. හරි? Right. So how do you do this kind of question? Can we simplify this? That means when I simplify I must get minus 4. When I multiply I must get minus 1. එහෙම එකක් තියෙනවා. නෑනේ එහෙම නම් වෙන්න බෑ. එහෙම සාධක නෑ නේද? මේ පූර්ණ සංඛ්‍යා නෑනේ. When you multiply you must get minus 1. When you simplify you must get minus 4. No, we don't get like that. Okay, so then I will say this is either plus 4 or this is a minus 4. Okay, අපි එහෙම ලියමු. Because it's something like absolute value of x is 4. මේක නිකන් ඒ වගේ question එකක් දැන්. So absolute value of capital X is 4. Then capital X can be plus 4, capital X can be minus 4. Right? So therefore this is x squared minus 4x minus 1 strict with the definition of absolute value. Plus 4 or okay or පාවිච්චි වෙනවා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? ඒකත් වෙන්න පුළුවන් අරකට වෙන්න පුළුවන්. දෙකම එකපාර වෙන්න බෑ. X squared minus 4x minus 1 is minus 4 because the absolute value of minus 4 is also plus 4. And from here we get x squared minus 4x. This 4 minus 1 is 4 become minus 4. Minus 4x minus 5 equals 0 or this is x squared minus 4x. 4 minus 1 is 3 plus 3 equals 0. ඔන්න සමීකරණ දෙකක් ආවා. හරි සමීකරණ දෙකක් ආවා. දැන් මේ දෙක වෙනම විසන්න ඕන. මේක විසන්න පුළුවන්ද? When you multiply you must get minus 5. When you simplify you must get minus 4. Real solutions නෑ වගේ නේද? Say b squared minus 4ac. Yeah. So this is b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. Because b squared is 16 minus 4 times a is 1, c is minus 5. No, minus into minus is positive. Of course, there's another simple way of doing this also. මේ උත්තර තියෙනවද ඕන දාලා බලන්න පුළුවන් ආ. මේක සැටිස් වෙනවද කියලා. මම එහෙම නැතුව සුරු කරන්න හදන්නේ. පුළුවන් නේ බස් වරක් එක 5යි. ඔව් මේක සාධක තියෙනවා. So that means minus 5 plus 1. So minus 5 plus into plus 1 is minus 5. Minus 5 plus 1 is minus 4. Yes. This has factors. X squared minus 5x plus x minus 5 equals 0. Minus 5x plus 5x is minus 4x. So now I can make minus 5x අනිත් පැත්තට ගෙනියන්න නැත්නම් සාධක කඩන්න නෑ ඒත් පුළුවන් නේ. Right, I will take x out. X minus 5 plus 1 out. X minus 5 equals 0. X minus 5 times x plus 1 equals 0. So that means x is equal 5 or x equal minus 1. But it says x is greater than 0. So therefore x can't be minus 1. From here I get x equal 5. ඔන්න එක උත්තරයක් ආවා. X equal 5. දැන් අනිත් පැත්ත විසඳමු. This side. That is x squared minus 4x plus 3 equals 0. x squared minus 4x plus 3 equals 0. When you multiply, you must get plus 3. When you simplify, you must get minus 4. What are those numbers? Minus 3 into minus 1. Minus 3 into minus 1 is plus 3. Minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. X squared minus x minus 3x plus 3 equals 0. X out. X minus 1 minus 3 out. X minus 1 equals 0. X minus 1 into x minus 3 equals 0. X equal 1 or x equal 3. Both are positive. So therefore, answers are 1. Positive answers are 1, 3, 5. Answer is D. Positive answers is the because x is greater than 0. Answer is D. Answer is D. Right. Final one. If two shorter sides of a right angle triangle shorter sides can not the hypotenuse. Shorter side can the hypotenuse if the two shorter sides of the right angle triangles are 3 plus root 2 and 1 plus 2 root 2, then the area of the triangle is suppose. So the area is half. If this is your base, this is your latitude. 1 plus 2 root 2 into 3 plus root 2. Apa suruh karam uttare? Hari? Apa suruh karam? Apa suruh karam? Suruh karam half times. Eking වැඩි කරාම මේකමයි 3 plus root 2 plus 2 root 2 into 3 is 6 root 2 plus 2 root 2 into root 2 is root 2 into root 2 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 6 plus 1 is 7 root 2 divided by 2. If you take 7 out, 1 plus root 2 divided by 1 plus root 2 divided by 2. 7 plus 2 root 2 in the back. Make a win bad. If you take 7 out, 1 plus make a win because 1 over 10. This is answer. 7 divided by 2 times 1 plus root 2. This answer. And answer is D. Answer is D. Yes, answer is D. Right. So now we have done 4 papers, not just 3, 4 papers. And papers වලත් කරන්න අමාරු question තියෙනවා කියන්න ඕන වෙලාවක I will do it. ක්ලාස් එකක් දාන්න තරම් ටිකක් නැත්නම් මම chat එකට හරි උත්තරේ දාන්නම්. හරි සුළු කරපේ. Right. So we'll take a break. After the break we'll do the rest of the information system paper we have been discussing. Okay. අපි ඊයේ discuss කරපු paper එක එතකොට ඒ subject එක ඉවර වෙනවා. ඒක අවුරුදු 3ක් කරා හොඳට මැදියා. Right. So now it's 9, let's say 9:20. We will start at 9:35. And we'll finish that information system paper. Then that's the end of the IS subject. Okay. Now this is officially the end of the maths. Okay. Now it's up to you. Okay. So let's continue with the 2021 paper and finish it. Okay. So yesterday we did it up to 14. So let's finish the rest of the questions. Okay. And this is not like maths. Okay. So there can be fussy questions, fussy answers. So let's accept it. Okay. Right. Electro is a company dealing with buying and selling electrical appliances. They have an online information system to support customers to search and select necessary appliances and make payments online. Right? Select the necessary appliances. It's an online information system to support the customers to search and select the necessary appliances and make payments online. Once the order is placed, the company couriers the product to the customer. Okay. However, the current system doesn't support after-sales service. So after-sales service is not there, like tracking the product and so on. To provide after-sales services, what kind of customer data should be captured and stored in the information system database? right? So to provide after sales service, do we need age? I don't think so. I don't think so. So definitely we need telephone number, preferences, maybe what is your preferred way of communication. I don't need height. Of course, we need the delivery address, right? Otherwise, how can we deliver? And also, if there's a breakage or something, how can we go and fix it? Right. For me, answers are B, C, E. That is for me. I don't know what the examiner's opinions are. B, C, E. Yes, B, C, and E. Correct. Okay, B, C, and E. Right. There is no debate about that. Which of the following statements is are correct regarding batch versus online transaction processing? So batch means we process batch wise, maybe at the end of each day, at the end of each week, at the end of each month, at the end of each year. Once a particular event happens, like conducting exam. But online transactions are online real time. So then and there, it should happen immediately, like money transfer in bank, seat reservation, hotel room reservation. Batch processing systems accumulate transaction over a long period, while online transaction processing systems accumulate data only for a short period. Right. So the question is, do they accumulate data or do they immediately process it? So for me, online transaction processing system should immediately process it, especially if it is online real time. So this can be debatable answer, but I don't like this term. Why should they accumulate? Right? So this can be debatable, but I will say no, at least for the time being. Right? Batch processing systems are anyway. Can we have multiple answers? Yes. Okay. Right. Second one. Batch processing systems are integrated systems, while online processing systems are individual standalone systems. Batch processing systems are integrated. That is not necessary thing. Even online processing systems can be integrated. Okay. So I think this is not relevant. Okay, this is not relevant. Comparatively, a batch processing systems take long time for processing the data accumulated at transactions. Obviously, yes, because batch processing system, if you are processing so much of data, right, maybe thousands of the data, it should take more time. But to process all the data, not process one data. Okay. But it says comparatively. Examiner try to be nice or make it positive side. Batch processing system take long time for processing the data accumulated at transactions. Maybe yes. Okay, maybe yes. Especially considering that you have a lot of transactions accumulated. But if it is per transaction, both can be sort of the same. Anyway, it's also debatable. Unlike in batch processing systems, the data in online transaction processing systems reflect the current status at any time. Yes, unlike batch processing system, data in online transaction processing systems, they must reflect the current situation because it immediately process. That I will go for that. Batch processing systems are using innovative technologies, while online transaction processing systems are often considered outdated. It's the other way. Of course, some systems you don't need online, right? Batch processing is okay, but sometimes people use batch processing because they don't have the new technology to do it online real time. Okay. So therefore, batch processing systems are using innovative technology. That is definitely wrong. Right. So therefore, this is definitely wrong answer. This is for me pretty much correct answer. There are three debatable answers also. Uh, so I'll only go for D because I don't want to get into troubles, right? Debatable areas. And if some of these are correct, I don't mind because that is examiner's opinion. Okay, I'll go for D. Okay, let's see whether we can take at least one more. So I think B is not. maybe C. We should take the whole, entire time period. Entire time period එකකට seed ගන්න ඉඩ තියෙනවා. මම පොඩි risk එකක් අරගෙන seed risk අරගෙන risk අඩු කරන්න ඕන තමයි seed ගන්නවා. I'll go for C and D. Okay. But D is my definite answer. Right. What are the answers? 60. Yes, C and D. Right, C and D. අන්තිම මොහොත තමයි තීරණය කරේ seed ගමු කියලා seed හරි උත්තරයක් විදිහට අරන් තියෙනවා. Because considering the accumulated transactions, okay? Right. 17. Transaction processing systems are implemented to meet objectives such as, right, TPSs, that is processing business transactions, order processing, purchase, salary, and so on. Okay. Avoiding processing fraudulent transaction. Fraudulent කියන්නේ නීති විරෝධී. හරි. හොර ඒවා. මේකත් හරි නේද? So when you have transaction processing systems, because fraudulent things are done by humans. Right? Fraudulent things can be done by humans, not systems. So therefore, yes, that is one of the objectives. ඒ කියන්නේ රජ්‍ය ආයතන ගොඩක් අයට ඔන්ලයින් වැඩ කරනවට අකමැති නේද? ඒගොල්ලෝ කියන්නේ නෑ එන්න. එයාවන්ට පගාව ගන්න ජරාව ගන්න පුළුවන් උන්ට. කාලකන්ණි හැටට. ඒගොල්ලෝ කියන්නේ සිස්ටම් එපා. හරි සිස්ටම් එපා. එන්න. ආවට පස්සේ රස්සිය අදුවන. ඊට පස්සේ කියනවා ඉක්මනට වැඩේ කරගන්න මෙච්චරක් දෙන්න කියලා. B. Supporting users to store their valuable data. Supporting users to store their valuable data. It's also not a direct answer, but in a way you can save, right? So that you don't need to type it all the time or give it all the time. Maybe yes, maybe. නැත්නම් හැමතිස්සෙම අහන පාට කියන්න එපා. එකපාරක් සේව් කරගන්න. ඔයගොල්ලෝ සිස්ටම් එකේ. Producing timely reports. Yes, right? TPS එකේ අපිට reports ගන්න පුළුවන් ඊට පස්සේ. Using the data, of course. Taking report is not the main objective, but using the data we can take reports. Allowing customers to get employee data, that is definitely wrong. Reducing labor requirements, yes, right? Labor requirement එක අඩු වෙනවා. I don't know whether this much of correct answers can be there. Anyway, I'll go for other than D. Right, so examiner has not taken B, but other than that, that is fine. Examiner has not taken D anyway. Examiner has not taken B. Right? So examiner may be feeling like this is not a direct thing. ඒකට මට විරුද්ධ වෙන්නත් බෑ. ඔය එහෙම බැලුවට පස්සේ ඔය ඒක ප්‍රධාන දෙයක් නොවෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒ සමහරට ඒක ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. Right? So examiner has not taken B. I don't worry about that because that is the two opinions. The opinions අහුවෙන්න නැහැ කියන මරා ගන්න බෑ නේද? දැන් මිනිස්සු මරා ගන්නෙත් ඒක නේද? opinion දෙකක් අල්ල ගන්නවා ඊට පස්සේ මරා ගන්නවා. අයිය ඒක මරා ගන්නේ. ඔයාගේ opinion එක ඔයා තියාගන්න, මගේ opinion එක ඔයාත් මම තියාගන්න, ඔයාගේ ලකුණු ඔයා තියාගන්න, ඔයාට දෙන්න බැන්න මම තියාගන්න ලකුණු. 18. Which of the following statements these are correct regarding management information system? Remember, MISs are to support day-to-day routine decision making. Usually predefined reports are there, like schedule reports, on-demand reports. Okay. They produce management reports periodically. Yes, periodically. Schedule reports, daily reports. They receive data from executive support systems. No. So executive support system can receive data from MISs, not the other way. Executive support system is for the top managers. No. They capture and process routine data. So capture and process routine data is for TPSs. I say no. Enterprise resource planning systems, ERPs, can be replaced with management information systems. I don't think that MIS can replace ERP because ERPs are the bigger guys, right? Bigger guys. So bigger guy, how can we replace with smaller guy? And enterprise resource planning system do a lot of transaction processing also. So I say no. Payroll systems is an example of MIS. No, payroll system is a TPS. I'll only go for A. Yes, A. DSS. Remember, DSS are used for unstructured ad hoc decision making, then and there decision making. Those are not structured, routine, periodical. Okay. Generally use DSS මොනවාදාන පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. Analytical models, computer-based modeling process, decision makers insights, databases, predictive models that are more complex than in any other systems. So this is again not a standard question. So it's pretty much maybe it is mentioned in your reference book or something like that. Or it's basically examiner's point of views. These are gray areas. Okay, gray areas. Okay. ඒකන්ද මම මේ question එකට full marks ගන්න මගේ ලොකු බලාපොරොත්තුවක් නැහැ. I'll try to get the maximum I can because maybe my personality can conflict with the examiner's thinking. Decision support system, I feel like we need a lot of analytical models because these are take a decision, you need to analyze things, right? Data, right? Anyway, any system you need databases, any system, okay? Computer-based modeling process because decision making needs some modeling. Decision makers insights are not required for the decision support system. Decision makers insights is when you take the decision because decision support system doesn't take the decision. It gives you the things that you need to use the insights. Okay. But this is not the decision support system's use. This is you after you use the system, you make decisions using your insight. So therefore I say no because it's sort of other way. Predictive models that are more complex than in any other systems. Right? So that is very extreme question, statement saying more complex than any other system. Okay. Okay. So this is very grey answer. Anyway, I need to settle for answer also. So I'll go for A, B, and possibly C. Because C ඉතින් ඕන සිස්ටම් එක database එකක් තියෙනවද ගන්න. X7 කියයි දන්න database එක නැහැ කියලා වෙයි. So I'll go for A, B, and C. Anyway, it can be highly controversial. Right. So A, B, C, and examiner has taken D also. Okay. ඇත්තටම decision makers insight එක ඕන වෙන්නේ decision support system එක නෙමෙයි. Once the decision support systems give you, but maybe yes, because the decision support system provide you some tools where the decision maker need to do some queries and so on. Anyway, I'll agree with examiner's answer for D also because decision support systems provide you some interfaces for query interfaces and so on. So the decision support, the manager or the decision maker need to write queries and isolate data and so on, right? Because it's not predefined reports and so on. You need to dig into the situation. Yeah, I think D is correct. D is correct, right? So D should have been answer also. So therefore answers are, I want to mark A, B, C, but examiner has taken D also, which is okay for me also. Okay. Right, 20. An exception report. Right. Usually those are from MIS. Of a management information system, yes, MIS. Best described as a report. Exception report means when there's exceptional situation, MIS can generate it and sometimes it will push it, like sending you SMS or push it to your portal saying there's exception reports available. Exceptional situation, exceptionally good thing, exceptionally bad things. Usually bad things. Exceptions are usually bad things like extremely low production, extremely low income, revenue for the current day or the first 4 hours and so on. Used to push information to the network personal computers of the company managers. Maybe yes, right? Because exception reports, you must push it so that these people get the attention. I'll say yes. That can be generated whenever required. I don't think that exception reports can be generated whenever required. Sometimes if it is for the past data, yes. Exceptional situation for past. But exception reports are usually when there's exceptional situation. So that can be debatable. I will not go for that. But examiner might take, assuming that this is the past exception situations. Used to capture and produce routine data. No, that is not the purpose of exception reports. That can reduce the amount of information provided to the managers. In a way, yes, because managers are more interested about exceptional situations rather than if things are going well, usually managers are not that interested. Means that they can relax. But when things are getting out of control, they are more interested because they want to mediate. But so in a way, yes, for me, but it doesn't mean that only exception reports are in the system. But maybe yes. Maybe yes, because then managers can concentrate more about the exceptional situations. Meeting the immediate requirements of information. In a way, that is also correct, right? Because exception situation means you need immediate attention. Anyway, I'll take that also. Anyway, this is also a little bit gray answers, but I'll go for A, D, E. Anyway, that is part and parcel of the subject, okay? I'll go for A, D, and E. Right, examiner has taken only D. Okay. I never look at this one. You can see best described. There's a bold. So when you see the word best, only one answer. So if I pay attention to best, I will always pick one of these three because I never pay attention to the word best. And I was wondering why only one answer is correct. Then only I saw that, okay, best. Okay. So the best one, examiner has taken D because when you have exception reports, examiners can concentrate on these exceptional situations more. Right? Because when there's exceptional situation, you can look at the exceptional situation because others are generally okay situations. Yeah, so then if it is best described, definitely answer should be D. Okay. Answer should be D. Right, 21. Actually, these are the good questions. That these questions check the practical thinking. Okay. What type of an e-business system is this? Sanpa is a footwear manufacturing company that produces slippers and shoes for special needs customers, right? Special need customers. They have an e-business system to support customer ordering, purchasing footwear online. However, as many people today are working from home due to the pandemic, you can see this is during the pandemic time, this paper. The demand for footwear has gone down significantly. The company is investigating ways to increase its online sales. Right. What type of an e-business system is this? CRM, HRM, definitely not HRM, right? This is not knowledge management system. They have an e-business system to support customer ordering, purchasing footwear online. Okay. Customer order and purchase footwear online means not really ERP. It's big. It's sort of everything like accounting, inventory management, and so on. Supply chain management is also from purchasing to sales. Maybe customer relationship management because the billing part is also maybe there. Okay, because it's more customer ordering. Okay, the best I can think of is A. Okay, actually this is sales management system and e-commerce system, but the best I can think of is A. Okay. Let's see what is the examiner's answer. Yes, examiner has taken A. Okay. 22nd. Which of the following measurements is appropriate to be taken to evaluate the customer retention performance? Customer retention performance. Appropriate to taken to evaluate the customer retention performance. Customer retention means customers retain with us. They are happy with how many percentage of Customers keep buying product from us. Percentage of customers monthly accessing the system. Okay. Percentage of customers sending emails from Gmail account. So that is required. I think again someone has not muted the microphone. So let me mute again. So make sure you don't unmute your microphone. Okay. Right. See, the number of people who visited their stores physically during the last month. So how can you check that? Customer retention performance. The total number of items purchased by each customer. The number of user profiles in the system. So, right. So this is again debatable. It's gray. Which of the following measurements are appropriate to be taken to evaluate the customer retention? Okay. Percentage of customers monthly access. Maybe I will go for that because I don't see any other possible answers. So this is not definitely wrong. Number of people who visited their stores physically, but I don't know how to track this because usually we can't track this kind of a thing. Okay. Because how can we check? Because we don't keep track of people. Total number of items purchased by each customer. Maybe yes. If it is online. The number of user profiles in the system. Yes, maybe yes, right? Because if new customers have created user profiles. Yeah, it can be debatable, but I'll go for ADE. Okay. ADE. Right, examiner has taken A and D, but examiner has not taken E. Okay, number of user profiles in the system. Maybe because possibly those user profiles are usually customers don't delete it, right? Even though you don't do any business with them anymore, usually you don't delete your profile, right? You don't, right? So maybe that can be possible uh, reason examiner has not taken E. I think that is a good reason as well. So in that case, I'll agree with the examiner's answer A and D. Okay, A and D. Right. So just give me 1 minute. Okay, sorry for that. Right. So now let's move on to the 23. All these questions are related to this, right? 21 to 25. A newly appointed CTO recommend Sunpa to use business analytics to increase their profits and keep customers coming back. Okay. Which of the following needs are correct regarding business analytics? Right. Business analytics means you analyze the business transactions and so on to get an idea about whether things are going positively, negatively, and so on. The trends. An investigation of business historical performance to gain insight. Okay. But business analytics is more looking at the current data. Data mining is more historical performance, but these terms are used interchangeably also. Okay. An analysis of business data to drive the strategic business planning process. So that is also fairly good one. An observation of the current business performance. Remember, the business analytics is more look at current things, whereas data mining is past. But sometimes we use these interchangeable. So that now I am in real trouble. Right? Observation of the current business performance. That is also I am okay. Set of skills, technologies, and applications used in business. But business analytics, I don't know whether yeah, if you just look at the word, that is also correct. Business analytics. But I'm more interested about business analytics as an IT related concept. Okay. Anyway, this can be really debatable. Measuring business performance using only consistent set of matrices. Okay. So, in a way, ඔක්කොම බලන එකේ මොනවා හරි ගතියකුත් පේනවා. Right.
So what are the responsibilities of CTO?
CTO is Chief Technical Officer. Chief Technical Officer is the one who is keeping track, keeping the overall responsibility of the technical operations. Technical operations, like IT manager, technical manager, and so on. Okay. Mostly it is IT managers these days, because if it is a typical business organization, the main technology is information technology. But if it is a manufacturing sort of a company, CTO is more from maybe mechanical side and so on. Okay. So assume this is more marketing side, so then CTO is more interested about IT systems. Okay. Right. So set of skills, technologies, and applications used in business. I'm more interested about business analytics as a system, actually, information system. Okay. Anyway, I'm really running out of ideas for these answers, because all these answers are somewhat related, but I don't know which one they are looking for, which aspect they are looking for. Measuring business performance using only a consistent set of matrices. Why do they use the word only? That is another point. This is just an observation, right? So that is not strong enough also. Observation is not strong enough for me, because it says only a customer. I'm not very happy with that. This is more for humans. Okay. Maybe B, but sometimes A is also applicable, but I'll go for B because I don't want to take a lot of risks. Okay. I'll go for B only. Maybe some other answers are there, but I'm not very sure. Yes, B is there. I told you that sometimes when we say business analytics, we use it for both current and historical, but mostly current. But sometimes the word is used for both current and historical both. Okay, current and historical both. So examiner has taken analytics as both analyzing the current data and historical data. Actually, data mining also examiner has taken it as business analytics. Okay, right. So I only mark B. මම හොඳට අත ගහන්න ගියේ නෑ. මම හිතන්නේ එක්සැමින කරන්නේ ඒකයි. එක්සැමින කරන්නේ නිකන් කෑලි අමුණනවා. එතකොට හැබැයි එයා උත්තර විදිහට ගන්න නෑ ගොඩක් අය. උත්තර විදිහට ගන්න ගොඩක් අයට හොඳ උත්තර ටික තමයි ගන්න. හරි? අනිත් උත්තර වලට පොඩි පොඩි කෑලි දානවා එයා. දාලා අපිව කන්ෆියුස් කරනවා. මම දන්නේ ඇයි එහෙම කරන්න කියලා. හරි? Right. So anyway, examiner has taken both A and B. Right? Both A and B. 24. The top level management of Sunpa needs to expand the decision support functionalities of their e-business system. Which of the following needs are major components of a typical decision support system? So DSS, you have model base. Internet is not a major component, right? So most of the time you may need internet support to connect to the other systems, but I don't think it's a major component. A proxy server is not a major component. You need databases anyway. Of course, you need user interfaces, right? Because DSSs, you need very good user interface for the managers to write their queries, right? And so on. I'll go for ADNE. ADNE. Yes, ADNE. Right, last question related to that scenario. Sunpass e-business system can be business analytics, data visualize, can use business analytics and data visualization techniques to immediately reveal patterns, relationships in the underlying data. Yes, I don't know whether we can do it immediately, but anyway, yes. Basically, analytics is to reveal the patterns. That is what is my business intelligence. Those who see the patterns are intelligent. So these tools help you showing those patterns. Provide the visual summary of the customer information. Right? Visual summary. Data visualization is also there. Let's take it. Monitor customers accessing and leaving the company. I don't think, right? Customers accessing and leaving the company. Maybe yes, but I don't take it as a major thing. Present the data in the pictorial or graphical format. Yes, that is part of the data visualization, right? Represent the employees following the recommended health and safety rules. No, it has nothing to do with this. I'll go for A, B, and D. A, B, and D. 26. Which of the following is are major components of an expert system? Expert system. By the way, this is an old syllabus. Okay, so I think this paper is from all syllabus. So in all syllabus, there are a little bit of changes, right? More emphasis on these expert systems and so on, their components, okay, at that time. But now it's little bit less. Right. Which of the following needs are major components of expert system? So expert systems are systems that act like an expert, recommending you, like medical expert system, marketing expert systems. So usually expert systems, you have inference engine. I think our note has this. Our note and both UCSC note, inference engine. Rule bank, I don't think this is a standard name we use, but explanation facility is there. Those are the standard components, explanation facility, inference engine, and also the knowledge base. Because expert system must have the knowledge base, which is fed by the human experts initially. I'll go for A, D, and E. A, D, and E. Yes, A, D, and E. Anyway, those are mentioned in your note. Okay. 27. Which of the following provides the best option to meet a specific set of user needs for a scalable and secured information system? Best option. Specific set of user needs for a scalable and secured information system. Use open source software, build a custom software, buy off the shelf, copy from a friend, though that is a terrible thing, get from a software service provider. Best option එක අහන එන අපි එක උත්තරය තියෙන්න ඕන. හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න best. Okay. Specific set of user needs. You need the customer competitive advantage. So you then no point going for open source software or off the shelf, because you have specific set of user needs. So when you have specific set of user needs, open source software, buy off the shelf software may not work, because those are already built software. And scalable and secured. Okay. So if it is scalable, and especially if you are more worried about security and so on, you need to build a custom software that is tailor-made for your specific needs, right? And you can consider your security and other specific needs also. Of course, you can get from the software service provider, but service provider, right? Service providers, because you are more concerned about your security and other things, better to build a custom software. Maybe you can get it done by them. You may get it done by them, or you can build it by yourself, which is very rare these days. But because they are looking for the best, I'll go for B. Because this is indirect answer. This is more direct answer for me. I'll go for B. It's B. Right? On base කියලා දැක්කේ නැත්නම් සමහරවිට මේක මාක් කරනවා. 28. Consider the following type of software testing and testing purposes listed under column A and column B. අපි මේවා කතා කරා programming subject එකේ. Software development tasks. Right? Integration testing, system testing, volume testing. Volume testing means you test applying high volumes of load user. right, for performance. Recognize the problem that may created with large amount of data, possibly volume testing. Large amount of data, large amount of users, volume testing. Validate the system meets the specific requirements, system testing. Identify any defects between individual components of the information system, right? Between individual component is integration, whether they can be integrated properly. So 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1. Answer is C. 29. The process of switching from an old information system to replacement system is known as switching from an old information system to a replacement system. Replacement, site preparation, conversion, installation, cutover. Okay, so this is, I don't know whether there's a standard term for that. I'm looking for the best word I can think of. Should be one answer. Switching from an old information system, it's switching, right? What do you think? I think installation is not good enough. Site preparation is also not good enough because it's switching, not switching process. Maybe conversion, convert කරනවා කියන තේරුම නේද? Or replacement. I don't know. This is not a very standard knowledge. Okay? මේක එච්චරේම standard knowledge එකක් නෙමෙයි. Very කොහේ හරි තියෙන මොකක් හරි පොතක තිබිච්චාම මේක දාලා ඇත්තේ. මේකට මේ වචනයමයි පාවිච්චි කරන්න කියලා ගන්නක් නැහැ. But anyway, I need to come up with some answer. Maybe conversion, convert කරනවමත් නෙමෙයි නේද? I don't know whether cut over is answer. Anyway, I have no clue because I need to find one answer. I will go for C. Okay. Anyway, examiner has taken E. Okay, cut over. මම මේ වචනේ වැඩි අහලා නැහැ. Maybe this is mentioned in your note. Not note ID. Note එකේ මේකත් නැහැ මං හිතන්නේ. Maybe your reference book. Okay. By the way, what is the literal meaning of cut over? Cut over. English වචන දෙන්න. Transitioning from old system. Right. Transitioning from old system, process, or environment to a new one. Right. I think that is fair answer, right? Cut over. Just keep it in mind. Right. I think that is a sort of a standard term, but I was not much aware of that. Okay. Cut over. Okay. Cut over. It looks like it's somewhat standard term. Okay. Right. 30. So if you get this kind of a question, always go for cut over. 30. Which of the following is the most appropriate? Maybe one answer. Software development approach for the above stated software development project. So first I read the question, then I read this statements. Okay. නැත්තම ඔහේ කියවනවා රචනය කියවනවා. Company dealing with buying and selling agricultural products need to develop an information system to support their business. Even though the company started recently, they have an IT department with experienced software developers. Who can take responsibilities for system development. However, when they started gathering user requirements, they understood that the requirements were evolving. Right? They can waterfall and could not be fully identified. Right. මොකක්ද දානවා හොඳ. දැන් මේකෙන් කෙලින්ම අයින් වෙනවා මොකද්ද? The waterfall is out of the focus because requirements are evolving. Right? So you have your own team as maybe you can do it internally. The requirements were evolving and could not be fully identified. Right? So then maybe iterative. මේකත් ඉතින් හරිම උත්තරේ මේකයි කියලා කියන්න කිසිම යකෙ දෙන්න බෑ හරි. මොකද මේ එක එක්කෙනාට පේන විදිය. shall we go for agile? මේ ඔක්කොම එක වගේ spiral, iterative, incremental. එහෙම ගියොත් ඔය තුනම හරි. මම ටිකක් ඒකද I like to go for extreme situation because it says most appropriate. I'll go for agile. මොකද මේ තුන් දෙනාම එකට එකක් ළඟින් යන අය. නමුත් එක උත්තරයක් ගන්න ඕන හන්දා මම යනවා agile කියලා. Because it's also good when the requirements are evolving. And also you are doing it internally also. Internally කරනකොට agile කරන්න ටික ලේසිත් එක්ක. I'll go for C. Anyway, I'm not very sure because these three are all sort of interrelated. Yes, examiner has taken C. Okay. 31. When an existing information system becomes obsolete, uneconomical to operate and or maintain or unrepairable, then it needs to be disposed. Following is the list of steps involved in the system disposal process. Right? System is disposed. System is I can know that. Right? Maybe replaced by something else or you no longer use it. Obsolete, uneconomical to operate and or maintain or unrepairable. Disposed. Following is the list of steps involved in system disposal. Make that common sense තමයි use කරන්න වෙන්නේ. හරි? පිළිවෙල අහන්න. Communicate intent. Terminate contracts. Delete sensitive data. Make backup of data. So that means first make backup of data, then you delete the sensitive data. So D must be before C. Dispose the hardware must be done after doing all these things. ඒක කරන්න ඕන අන්තිමනේ. Maybe communicate the intent first. ඉස්සෙල්ලා මේක communicate කරන අදාළ කට්ටියට මෙහෙම වැඩක් අපි කරනවා කියලා. Then maybe you need to terminate the contracts කරන්න ඕන data හැම backup ගහලා ඉවර කළා මම හිතන්නේ. Or maybe terminate contracts you must do at the last thing. Or can we do it before disposal of hardware? No, I think you must terminate the contracts at the end. Okay. Then it is ADCEB. Do we have ADCEB? නෑ එහෙම එකක් නෑ. එහෙනම් දැන් පොඩ්ඩක් automatic උත්තරයක් ගන්න වෙනවා. Right. Definitely these two delete the sensitive data must be done after backup. So that means definitely C must be after D. එහෙම නැති උත්තර අයින් කරනවා මම. Right. So this is CD. No. This is DC. This is CD. CD වෙන්න බෑ. C is delete sensitive data කරන්න බෑනේ. Hardware dispose කරලා ඉවරලා. So therefore this can't be. This is DC. Okay. දැන් අපිට උත්තර දෙකක් තියෙනවා. This is DC then A. Communicate the intent කරන්න ඕන ටිකක් කලින්. Right? So therefore I'll go for this. A, B, terminate contracts කරලා ඉවරලාද මේවා කරන්නේ? Anyway, that is also little bit debatable. Terminate කරාට පස්සේ මේගොල්ලෝන්ගේ වෙන ප්‍රශ්නයක් වුණොත් එහෙම. Okay. So වෙන හොඳ උත්තරයක් අපට හොයාගන්නත් බෑ. B, terminate contracts. මෙතනත් terminate contracts. Communicate intent. Yes. But definitely not C. Sorry. DC is delete sensitive data. Sorry. Make backups, delete sensitive data, communicate intent, dispose hardware, terminate contracts. මේක වෙන්නත් පුළුවන් හැබැයි නේද? Because but the communicate intent is here. Maybe after you taking backup, you communicate the intent. Yeah, that also can be there. I'll go for C. ඔකම C නැත්නම් A වෙන්න ඕන. C නැත්නම් A වෙන්න ඕන. I'll go for C because I feel like C is reasonable. Okay. I don't know. It must be C or A. I'll go for C. 31. Examiner has taken A. හරි. ඔය දෙකේ එකක් වෙන්න ඕන. අවාසනාවට examiner අරන් තියෙන්නේ. So what is A? Communicate intent. සාමාන්‍ය ඒක තමයි මුලින්ම වෙන්න ඕන. මම ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් මැදට ගත්තා. terminate the contracts. මම දැන් ඒක කොච්චර හොඳ වැඩක්ද කියලා. right? Contract terminate කරනවා සාමාන්‍යයෙන් වැඩේ ඉවරුනාම. But anyway, examiner has taken that, or maybe your reference book mentioned like that. Delete the sensitive data. Sorry, make a backup of data, delete the sensitive data, dispose the hardware. I think examiner's answer is fair. Okay, fair. මේ දෙකම ලොකු වෙනසක් නැහැ. නමුත් මම හිතන්නේ examiner's answer is better. Okay, right. Answer is A. 32. Which of the following these are common reasons for outsourcing information technology or system functions? Outsourcing. Remember, you can outsource not only software development, you can outsource network management and so on as well. Give a break to company staff. So that is not the purpose of outsourcing. Focus more on company's core competencies. That is exact answer. So the idea behind outsourcing is you must concentrate on your business. Don't try to do all the things in this world. Right? If you are a supermarket chain, you concentrate on your supermarket activities, not software development. Managing networks. Let those done by third-party companies, experts. That is the whole idea. Okay. තමන්ගේ වැඩේ කරනවා මිසක් අනුන්ගේ රෙද්දවල් කරන්න යන්න එපා. ඕකනේ මේ ආණ්ඩුවටත් දැන් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ආණ්ඩුව හැමතිස්සෙම කරන්නේ මොකක්ද? අනුන්ගේ දේවල් කර කර යනවා. හාල් විකුණන්න යනවා, සැමන් විකුණන්න යනවා, ලයිට් දෙන්න හදනවා. දැන් ආණ්ඩුවට තියෙන්නේ පොඩි වැඩ ටිකයි. ආණ්ඩුවට තියෙන්නේ ආරක්ෂාව බලා ගන්න. හරි. පොදු ඉන්ෆ්‍රාස්ට්‍රක්චර් එක බලා ගන්න. හරි. සුබදාසනේ බලා ගන්න. මොකද අසරණ මිනිස්සු ඉන්නවා. අතපය පයිය නැති මිනිස්සු ඉන්නවා. මේ මිනිස්සුම බලා ගන්න. අනිත් දේවල් කරන්න යන්න එපා. මේ රටවල් බංකොලොත් වෙන්නේ නේද? එතකොට ඇමරිකාවේ ඉඳලා ජපානයේ ඉඳලා දකුණු කොරියාවේ ඉඳලා රටවල් දියුණු කරේ එහෙමයි. බිස්නස් උත් එහෙම තමයි. බිස්නස් එක තමන්ගේ කෝ වැඩේ කරන්න ඕන. right. C. Re-engineer legacy systems of the company. Common reasons for outsourcing. Right? But yes, this is good, but that is not part of the outsourcing, right? Reduce the control operating cost. Sorry, reduce and control operating cost. Yes. So when you outsource, usually your operating cost is less because third parties, experts can do it much better. I'll say yes. But this is the definite answer. Gain access to world-class capabilities. In a way, yes, because these outsourced companies, they have the experts. Right? When you outsource to a software development company, they have the expert. You can't hire the best people for a supermarket. For a manufacturing company, you can't hire best software engineers. Best software engineers are in software engineering companies, software development companies. And also, you can not only outsource, you can offshore also. B is my definite answer, but I'll go for D and E also. Okay, taking little bit of risk. I'll go for D, B, and E. Yes, B, D, and E. Correct. B, D, and E. 33. Which of the following these are solutions for the computer-related waste and mistakes? Right. Mistakes and waste. Introduce new garbage bins to handle trash. ඒක computer related waste එකක් නෙමෙයි. හරි? ඒක computer related waste එකක් නෙමෙයි. So therefore let's not take it. Allow only senior executives to enter all data into the system. That is not practical, right? Only senior executives entering data is not a practical thing. Right? Senior executives are not supposed to do data entering because it says all data. It's extreme case. I'll say no. Conduct training on the use and maintenance of information systems. Yes. So that will reduce mistakes and waste, especially mistakes. Promote the employees who visit non-work related websites during working hours. Not promote, demote them. හරි රස්සාවට අදාළ වෙබ්සයිට්ස් ගන්න අයට ප්‍රොමෝෂන් දීලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඒ මිනිස්සුන් එළවලා දානවා. promote the employees who visit non-work related websites. ඒ කියන්නේ Facebook අර එහෙම යන job එක වෙලාවේ පාලකන්නේ. Establish policies and procedures regarding the acquisition and use of computer hardware and software. Establish policies and procedures. So then also it reduce, those are also mistakes, right? Otherwise you will purchase wrong hardware, wrong systems, and it may waste your time, right? Anyway, it's not direct, but maybe we can take this. Okay, solutions. Yeah, maybe I'll go for C and E. I'll go for E also. Yes, C and E. Okay. Cyber loafing. Cyber loafing. I can remember this word was somewhere in your notes, but I can't remember exactly what is cyber loafing is. Okay. Anyway, what is the answer? I can't remember. මට ඇත්තට මතක නෑ. හරි. E. Using the internet during working time for personal use while pretending to do legitimate work. ඒකට කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? cyber loafing. වැඩ කරන වෙලාවේ වෙන හත්තිලව කර කර ඉන්න එක. වැඩ කරන්නේ නැති. Cyber loafing. Right. 35. Due to heavy use of internet for education, many children can become vulnerable to privacy issues. As a solution, many parents have installed filtering software on their children's computers. What should these filtering software do? This should be easy. Help children to decide what content should be blocked and allowed. But that is not deciding, that is not something the children must take the decision, right? So this is something the parents must take. The parents must control, because children are not capable of making superior decisions. I will say no. But this says help children, right? Help children decide what content should be blocked and allowed. In a way, this, because it says help, anyway, it's a debatable thing. Can children take that decisions? Okay. Anyway, let's see. Prevent children from sending personal information over email. Yeah, maybe yes. Sometimes children, they are not aware of these personal privacy issues. When someone asks for something, they will just send it, give it by chat and so on. So these software can check these things and give warnings and block it and report it to the parents. I'll say yes. Stop children broadcasting their personal information over internet. Maybe yes, because you must stop it. The software should be able to stop it. Block sharing information such as names, address, and phone numbers in chat groups or instant messaging apps. Yes, maybe yes. Teach children about websites with offensive or obscene information. But can the software teach the children? Can the software teach children? And this can be debatable, because මේක ළමයින්ට මේවා කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියන ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. Software එකෙන් maybe because මේවා teach කරනවා කියලා එහෙම තියෙනවද, help කරනවා කියලා තියෙනවද, I will go for BCD. But anyway, this can be a hugely debatable answer. Obviously, it is a very gray sort of answers. I'll go for BCD. It's BCD, right? BCD. I had a bit of luck also. Almost I decided to mark the other two, but I decided not to mark. Okay. මොකද මේවා කෙලින්ම බ්ලොක් කරන්න ඕන. ස්ටුඩන්ට්ලට මේ පොඩි ළමයින්ට උපදේශ දෙන්න උගන්වන්න එන software කො නැහැ නේද? දෙමෝපියන්ටම ගන්න තියෙනවනේ. right? මේවා කෙලින්ම එයා කෙලින්ම decision එක එයා ගන්න ඕන system එක. හරි. So that is the idea, I think. Okay. Right. Because they are not in a position to take their own decisions. So this software must sort of like a parent, do a little bit bossy things. 36. Individuals are responsible for taking necessary steps to protect their privacy. Yes. To protect your privacy, you should stop sharing personal information with anybody for any reason. Of course, that is not practical thing, right? You have a personal level share නොකර කොහොමද ජීවත් වෙන්නේ? Right? So that is extreme answer for me. Stop using the website and information system requesting your details. So that is not practical, right? Sometimes we need to provide our details. මොනාරේ ඕඩර් කරාට පස්සේ ගෙදර ඇඩ්‍රස් එක නොදී කොහොමද බඩුවේ ගෙදරට එන්නේ? Not share your credit card information and contact information when purchasing products online. So how can you do that? Purchase කරනකොට credit card details නොදී ඉන්න බෑ. So these are not practical things, right? Find out what is stored about you in existing databases of information system that you used and use. Protect their privacy. Find out what is stored about you. Maybe that is good. You should aware what kind of things you store, what kind of things you don't store.
So
These are
privacy
good,
is
but
dependable.
sorry,
Privacy, the privacy is dependable. All of the three.
but can
That's
we
true.
but can we do these
That's
things
true.
practically? So then you must go all the time. You must go physical stores and buy things, right? So when I buy something, I need to give my credit card details, contact details. How can they send it to my house without giving them the contact details? So then of course you need to live alone. You do all your tasks by yourself, saying that I am not going to share my privacy information, right? We need to share privacy information when there's a need. Okay. So that is why I'm not taking these, because those are not practical. But I don't know whether the examiner might take it. Then it's a deep, I don't agree with the examiner, because these are not practical things. Okay. Because with anybody for any reason කියන්න පුළුවන්. එතන මගේ අම්මා තාත්තා ඇහුවත් කියන්නේ නැද්ද? අම්මා තාත්තා කෙනෙක් ඇහුවොත් එහෙම මේ ඔයාගේ contact මේ දැන් ඉන්න location එක දෙන්න කියලා අපි නොදී ඉන්නවද? These are extreme statements, right? Extreme statements. So maybe examiner will take all these, but I don't agree with the examiner. Okay. Inform the individuals and organizations who keep records of your personal data not to share your information without your written consent. Maybe that is possible, right? We can inform them, or there are some places where we can opt out, check boxes saying that don't share this with anyone else. Right? For me, these are more practical situations. These are, yes, but how practical are they? Okay. So therefore, I'll go for DNA. I don't know what the examiner is thinking. I'm more practical, pragmatic person, so I'll go for DNA. Yes, DNA. Okay. So the examiner also has thought in the same manner, because these are not practical things. මේ මහ පොළේ ජීවත් වෙන්න බෑ මෙහෙම. මහ පොළේ ජීවත් වෙන්න තේනම් ගෙදරටම වෙලා තමන් වගාවක් කරගෙන තමන්ම නේද? තමන්ගේ වැඩ ටික කරගෙන ඉන්න වෙනවා. බඩුවක් ගන්න ඕන නම් අනිවාර්යෙන් ඒතකොට ෆිසිකලි ස්ටෝර් එකකටත් යන්න වෙනවා. අයි ක්‍රෙඩිට් කාඩ් එක දෙන්නත් බෑනේ යාට. ගෙදර ඩීටේල්ස් දෙන්නත් බෑනේ. So I think the answer is fair, D&E. Right, D&E. At 37, again it says best describe, best define, so then only one answer. Right. Computer ergonomics means when we are using computers and computing systems, we think about the health and well-being or usability of the end users, their convenience. So that is called computer ergonomics. Designing input-output devices, environment. Okay. Study of privacy issues, no. Best practices of designing and developing information systems. But that is not good enough. So you need to talk about the convenience of the users. Set of guidelines to follow when designing and developing computer systems. No. The science of designing computers and setting up the workplace to minimize physical stress and injuries and increase work efficiency. Yes. But let's look at the knowledge on information systems and information technology infrastructure required to work more efficiently. No. So the best answer, the definite answer is D. 38. Which of the following is an important security measures that can be taken to manage the security of an information system? Important security measures that can be taken to manage the security of the information system. Access control, yes. Authorization. Authentication, yes. Encryption, yes. Flaming, no. Flaming කියන්නේ නිකන් ගිනි තිය තියනවා. Personalization, no. Personalization is good, can be done, but it is not related to security, right? Oh, but maybe indirectly related, but it's not direct relation. So I'll go for A, B, and C. Yes, A, B, and C. 39. Which of the following is are correct regarding network firewall? So firewalls analyze your incoming and outgoing data and block any suspicious things like possible DOS attacks, possible hacking attempts, possible virus spreading, possible worm. It consists of both hardware and software. Yes, firewall is both hardware and software. These days more software, but software need to be installed in hardware. And there are hardware level firewalls also. It can completely prevent unauthorized access to the computer network. So this completely prevent is extreme statement. So no security device is perfect. Right? Nothing is perfect in this world. Right? So therefore, because it says completely prevent, I will say no. It is a device to protect all the computing devices connected to network from fire and no. It monitors all incoming and outgoing network traffic and only allow authorized transmissions. Yes. It is a device used to monitor and control the surroundings to ensure that there are no security threats to anybody working in the network room. That is bullshit. So we'll go for A and D. Right, A and D. Right, last one. To prevent computer failures or minimize the effects of computer failures, organizations are advised to prevent computer failures or minimize the effects of computer failures, configure automatic updates and remote maintenance facilities. Right? Automatic updates, yes, you need to enable automatic updates so that you get the latest always. Maybe remote maintenance facilities so that in case of a issue, someone can access the system and find troubleshoot and fix it, even from their home. Okay. So I would say yes. Replace all legacy systems immediately with new information systems. I don't know whether this is practical, like immediately, but replacing legacy systems is good thing. Okay. But it's sort of a very extreme words they use immediately. But anyway, I'll go for that. I hope this wording is a little bit harsh. Use fault tolerance capabilities in the computer system and networks. Yes. Okay. Fault tolerance capabilities. Schedule and implement major hardware and software changes carefully to avoid problems. Yes, right. So we can major, for example, we can schedule major uh, maintenance to something like off-peak hours. I say yes. Use performance and security management software to help keeping the company's computer system and network working properly. For me, all are correct. Right? Because this is the last question, maybe examiner might think like, okay, let's give all the answers. I don't know. For me, all are correct, but these are a little bit harsh way. Replace all legacy systems immediately. මේවා නිකන් කරන්න පුළුවන් දේවල්ද මන් දන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. Anyway, හැබැයි දැන් B එක උත්තරයක් නොවි වැරදි කිව්වොත් මගේ ලකුණු ඔක්කොම ටික යනවා. Right? So remember, if B is wrong answer, I will end up in 0. So examiner ටිකක් දරුණු කෙනෙක් නම් සමහරවිට මේක උත්තරයක් නෙමෙයි කියලා අරගෙන මගේ ලකුණු ටික ඔක්කොම ගන්නත් ඉඩ තියෙනවා. ඒකන්න මම පොඩි රිස්ක් එක අඩු කරන්න ඕන. අන්ද මම මේකට නොගා ඉන්නවා. මොකද ඒත් මට 4න් 3ක් එනවා. හරි. 4න් 3 නේ 5න් 4ක් මේත් එනවා. So I will not mark this because I have little bit doubt about the wording, right? Because I don't want to lose my marks. But I'm happy with getting 4 out of 5, plus 4 out of 5. I'll go for A, C, D, and E. හරිනේ? ගැවුවනම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? ගැවුවනම් එහෙම ලකුණු බිඳුවයි. පේනවද? මේ වචන මේ වගේ වචන එක්සැමිනර්ස්ලා ගොඩක් අය දාන්නෙම නෙගටිව් කරන්න. පේනවද? Replace all legacy systems immediately. නේද? ඒක කරන්න පුළුවන් වැඩ නෙමෙයි. සාමාන්‍ය ඒක දාලම තියෙන්නේ වැඩේ දෙන්නම් කියලා. වැඩේ දෙන්නම් කියලා. හරි? තවත් ෂුවර් නැති නම් තමයි තවත් වචනයක් ඉස්සරහට දාන්න immediately all කියලා දාන්න. Right. So answers are A, C, D, E. Okay. Right. That's it. So we did 3 years of past papers for the information systems. So now officially we have done with information systems. Okay. We have done with computer systems. We have done with mathematics. Mathematics anyway, we have done 4 years of papers. Okay. Right. So we stop at this point for the morning session. Afternoon session, we will start a little bit early because we want to do a past paper as well as finish the swing and start another topic because we have 2 more topics to finish. Okay. So the afternoon session, we will start at 1. Okay. We will start at 1. Now it is 11, 10:45. We will start at 1. Okay. And it will be 1 to 5. We stop at this point and I will send you a separate invitation for afternoon session.